Hi everyone, myself Kankaraju Veldi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Welcome to BITS Connect. In earlier class, already we discussed initial stresses due to tightening. Okay, that is one of the consideration. And today topic is stresses due to external force. Yesterday class and last class already we discussed initial stresses due to tightening. And second consideration is stresses due to external forces. In this stresses due to external forces, following stresses are induced. Following stresses are induced in this one. One is tensile stress, shear stress, combined stress, and shear stress. Let's see. What is tensile stress? What is shear stress? What is combined stress and shear stresses? Okay, let's see. Tensile stresses. Tensile stress is induced in a bolt. Induced in a bolt due to the force tending. Tensile stress is induced in a bolt due to tending the force tending to separate the parts. Separate the parts in the direction. Like in this one, separate the parts tending to separate the parts direction of the bolt. That is a tensile stress. Like the tensile stress. Tensile stress. Okay, in this tensile stress. Okay, what is tensile stress? Tensile stress is induced in a bolt due to the force tending to separate the parts in the direction of the bolt. Let's in this tensile stress, like n number of bolts is there, like a number of bolts n number of bolts. This is A, n number of bolts. Let n number of bolts. In this number of bolts, external load is like P. In this external load P is equal to formula. Already we know that tensile stress sigma T is equal to P by A. Using this one, P is equal to sigma T into A. Using this one, sigma T in this one, number of bolts, using number of bolts into n also. That P load is equal to sigma T into A into n. Number of bolts. Why n number of bolts? Area is equal to A into n. That's why pi dc square. Area of the bolt pi dc square by 4 into n. Okay, this is the formula. In this formula, using this formula, find out the D. Let's D is equal to D square. dc square is equal to 4 into P, 4P by sigma T into pi into 4 into pi by pi into n. Okay, this is a dc square. In using this one, actually dc is equal to under root square. Dc is equal to under root 4p into by pi into sigma t into n. Okay, this is a dc form. Using tensile stress. In this tensile stress, the external load is equal to P is equal to sigma T into A. Number of bolts. Depth of bolts is denoted by N. A into N. Let's substitute A formula, area of the bolt formula, pi dc square by 4 into N into sigma T. That's why dc square is equal to 4P by sigma T into pi into N. Using this one, dc is equal to square root 4P by pi sigma T into N. This is a tensile stress. Okay, coming to the shear stress. Coming to the shear stress. Shear stress coming to the shear stress. Okay. First one tensile stress. Second one is B, shear stress. What is shear stress? What is shear stress? It is induced in a bolt. It is induced in a bolt which tends to prevent the relative motion between the parts. Tends to prevent the relative motion between the parts. The direction perpendicular to the axis. In this one, shear load. Shear load is equal to shear load is denoted by PS. Load means PS shear. Shear load is equal to, already we know that load is equal to stress like shear stress into area into number of n. Using this one, shear stress area is equal to pi d square by 4. Pi d square by 4 into n. Using this one, find out the d. Let's d formula. D is equal to, like first one, d square is equal to 4 into ps by 5 into shear stress into n. Okay, using this d is equal to under root 4 ps by 5 into tau into n. Okay, this is due to shear stress. What is shear stress? Shear stress, it is induced in a bolt which tends to prevent the relative motion between the parts, direction of the perpendicular to the bolt axis. In this one, shear load. Find out shear load. Shear load is always PS is equal to shear stress into n a. Next shear stress a formula pi d square by 4 into n. Okay. Using this one, d is equal to under root 4 ps by pi into tau into n. Okay. Coming to the next. Coming to the third one. See. Combined tension and shear stress. In this one, we are using tension and shear stress. Okay, we are using tension stress. It is induced in a bolt when the load acts at the angle of the axis. Angle of the axis. This is called combined tension and shear stress. In this one, the maximum we consider. The maximum principal shear stress. In this theory, maximum shear stress tau max is equal to already we know that. Last class already we find out the one of the problem using this one 1 by 2 under root sigma t plus t square plus 4 tau square. This is a maximum principal shear stress theory. Okay, maximum principal shear stress theory. Next one is the maximum principal tensile. The maximum principal normal stress theory. Using this one, normal stress theory is denoted by sigma T max. Sigma T max is equal to 1 by 2 into sigma t plus under root sigma t square plus 4 tau square. This is a maximum principal normal stress theory. Using this one, we find out the what we want in a given data. We find out like if you want sigma t, let's using this one find out. Let's if you want tau max using principal shear stress theory. Let's sigma t max. Using this one, we find out the what are the tau max and sigma t max. This is a combined tensile and shear stress theory. Okay. I bolt. I bolt is most important bolt for lifting purpose. Or if you see in your like agriculture land, any motors, there is one of the high bolt. Top of motor is the high bolt is there. In this high bolt, we are using lifting purpose. Let's see. This is a high bolt. Already we know that these high bolt in machine drawing also already we drawn. Okay, these all are standard specifications. Like this outer diameter of the eye bolt is 3.6D. 3.6D and the in this one bottom toe and center of the eye bolt 2.6D 64D. Okay. Next these all are and this is 2D. Like D is equal to let D is equal to 20 mm. Then substitute in this one 3.6D. Like 3.6 into 20. Okay, this is outer diameter of the eye bolt. Okay, next coming to the in this screw diameter is D. Okay, let's D equal 20, 30. These are the specifications. If you see here, this bottom of the screw too and in this one 1.5D. Okay, using standard specifications, we manufacture the eye bolt. Okay, in this eye bolt, mainly we are using lifting purpose. Okay, lifting purpose, holding purpose. Inside of the let's say inside of the thread is there. Okay, inside of the thread in the motor, and this is outside of the thread. Okay, in this one we find out we don't know any question, we don't know D. Let's how to find out the D. Let's sigma stress. Let's in this eye bolt P is equal to already we know that P is equal to let's if you see any load is equal to formula. What is formula? Load is equal to A into sigma P. Okay, this is already we know that load is equal to in this formula. Using this formula, P is equal to formula is A pi dc square by pi dc square in pi 4 into sigma t. Okay, this one. But area of this head is equal to pi dc square by 4 in this one. Again divide the areas, two areas. In this one like P into A is equal to sigma pi dc square by 4. Okay, this is the standard specification of the eye bolt. Okay, let's see one of the important problem, and this is an eye bolt. Let's see, design and draw an eye bolt to lift a load of 5 kN when the permissible tensile stresses of the material is 100 megapascal. 100 megapascal of the stress. Give the proportions of the eye bolt. Okay, let's design this one, the eye bolt. If you want to design in this eye bolt, we want some of the proportions. If you want proportions, first find out the D. In this question there is no D, only is given P and stress. Let's see given data. Write down given data. Okay, in this given question our given data is P is equal to load is equal to how much? Load is equal to 5 kilonewtons is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 3 newtons. Yes or not? Next tensile stress. Tensile stress is equal to 100 megapascal. 100 megapascal is converted to the Newton per mm square is equal to 100 Newtons per mm square. Okay, next find out the D. Let's P is equal to, using in this I board, P is equal to, our formula is P is equal to pi dc square by 4 into sigma t. Okay, pi dc square by 4 into sigma t. Using this formula, substitute. Okay, using this formula, pi dc square. Let's D is equal to formula under root 4p by 4p by sigma t, 4p by sigma t into pi, sigma t into pi. Okay, let's substitute in this formula. Let's under root 4p, p is equal to 5 into 10 to the power 3 by sigma t 100 into pi. Okay, let's use your calculus. Find out the D value. D value is approximately 10 mm. 10 mm or 9 mm, 9.5. Okay, this is our first. All of you see again. Design of the eye bolt. Draw the eye bolt. In this one, load is 5 kilonewtons and stress is 100 megapascal. Using this given data, find out the proportions. If you want any proportions, first find out the D. After go for the proportions. Using this one, P is equal to 5 kilonewtons, sigma T equal to 100 megapascal. Substitute these values in this P formula. P is equal to pi d square by 4 into sigma T. Let's D is equal to 10 mm approximately. This is one of the important problem. And students, in this section, up to this section, our first chapter is completed. We go for the second chapter, shafts. Thank you.